Factsverse presents. A couple have bought the real Conjuring house, and they claim they're being haunted. The Conjuring was first a book, and then it was a movie. It's a very scary story told by two of the girls who lived in the Harrisville, Rhode Island house in the 70s. The sisters, Andrea and Lorraine Perron, claim that their Harrisville home was haunted. Things got so scary and dangerous for the family they sought out the help of paranormal expert husband and wife team Ed and Lorraine Warren. The movie put fear in the hearts of most people who saw the movie, and it made plenty of people curious. When the Perron family moved out of their home, it was sold to another couple, and according to the couple, the whole time they lived in the house, they didn't experience anything strange like the Perron family claims that they experienced. It wasn't until the movie was released in 2013 that the couple who owned the house started having problems. It wasn't supernatural problems, it was tourists and people obsessed with the movie. The couple say the people were driving by the house at all hours of the day and night. Some people even had the nerve to come to the door and ask for a tour of the house. This kind of attention was driving the owners crazy. Harrisville's a quiet little Rhode Island town, which was why the couple moved there in the first place. The last thing they wanted was for their home to be one of Rhode Island's #1 tourist attractions. The attention they were getting had them so upset they were considering suing the Perron girls and the movie studio that made the film. Finally, it got to be too much, and the couple decided to sell their house. The house used in the movie was not the actual Harrisville house. It didn't even look like the real house. In the film, it was a white two-story colonial. The actual house is brown, and it's not located as far from the street as the house is in the movie. Corey and Jennifer Heinzen were the ones who purchased the house. They'd seen The Conjuring and also read the book. When they were thinking about buying the home, the owners told them that they'd never experienced anything supernatural. The only reason they were selling was because of all of the unwanted attention. Corey and Jennifer, they weren't worried about any of that. The people they were buying the house from had owned it since the Perron family moved in the early 80s. If anything supernatural had happened in the house, they wouldn't have stayed there that long. The Heinzens were sure that either the ghost stories were made up or that the Warrens got rid of whatever entity was haunting the house. They never thought anything supernatural would happen. Shortly after Corey and Jennifer moved into the house, though, they began experiencing strange things happening in the house. Corey says that early on the doors started opening on their own. There were times an open door would slam shut even though there was nobody in the room. They also heard knocks on the walls and footsteps when there was nobody else in the house. Corey says that at first he didn't want to be in the home alone. If his wife were at work, he'd find somewhere to go. She was doing the same thing. Jennifer also did not want to be in the house by herself. Corey and Jennifer realized shortly after the disturbances began that there wasn't an evil feeling in the house. The couple was experiencing all of the activity in the house, and they say that whatever was causing it seemed busy, but not evil. And that led them to believe that, unlike the Perron family, whatever was in their house now wasn't there to hurt them. After a while, Corey and Jennifer's fear began to subside. When they realized that whatever was in the house wasn't trying to hurt them, their fear of the supernatural turned into excitement. Even when the couple heard disembodied voices and electronic voice phenomena, they were no longer scared. They say that they also had some pretty excellent spirit board sessions in the house, which gave them a great idea. When the couple bought the house, they realized it needed some work. Between the house's history and what was happening inside, they decided to try their best not to change too much if they didn't have to. Although they were planning extensive renovations, they were determined to preserve the house's history. The couple plans to make the necessary renovations so that their home can be a tourist destination. They're not just going to let visitors drive by and see the outside. The Heinzens plan to put on an addition so that tourists can visit for a night or two, spending time in the haunted house. When the Heinzens open up their house for overnight stays, they're expecting to get plenty of people willing to come. There are plenty of people out there who are really into the paranormal and would love a night in a haunted house. Would you stay in the original house that The Conjuring's based on? Tell us in the comments, and subscribe for more.